Okay, first let's talk about the giveaway. I will be doing a giveaway of Alfie, the movie from the soundtrack by Sonny Rollins. This is a great album. I love this album. This is the Acoustic Sounds series remaster. This is a great remaster. Very clean, sounds fantastic, soundstage is great. It doesn't get better than this. This is a brand new, paid for by myself, by yours truly. There will be a link in the description as to how to sign up for the giveaway. There will be one winner from all of those who try. Now, the last giveaway I did was on my other channel. I didn't have anybody whatsoever sign up for it. So, sign up. Worst case scenario is you will be the only one. Well, worst case scenario for me is you'll be the only one and you'll win it. Best case scenario for me is we'll have 10,000 people get on and one will win. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to have 10,000 people watch this video. But if you're the only one, great. If you're not, you'll still have a chance to win. So, brand new copy, brand new pressing, the Acoustic Sounds series from Verve Records and Impulse. This is Impulse number A9111, which means it's the 111th release from Impulse. And again, this is the Acoustic Sounds series remix of the Sonny Rollins album. A lot of reflection here because I didn't open it. Whoever wins will be the one to open it. There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to subscribe. You don't even have to hit like, although I would appreciate it if you're going to enter the contest to please hit like and subscribe, but you don't have to. All you have to do is, if you win, open it up, put it on your turntable, and enjoy the music. That's all I ask. I will be paying. It'll be shipped medium mail to whoever wins, so it might take a week to get it. If you live in India and you win, I'm still going to send it to you at no cost. It'll just take a little longer. If you live in Bangladesh, it might take a little longer. If you live in Central Africa, I'm going to send it. It might never get to you. God alone knows. If you live in England, it'll get to you. If you live in Canada, it'll get to you. Wherever you live, I will send it to you if you are the winner at no cost. The only one that's going to cost money to is me. And I hope whoever wins it thoroughly enjoys it. I know I love this recording. I also got the Acoustic Sound series for myself, listened to it, thoroughly enjoyed it. So it is an appropriate giveaway for today's discussion. Ashley Kahn, The House That Trane Built. The story of Impulse Records. Now, I know he used the title The House That Trane Built, but this was not by any means a one-man project. John Coltrane was one of the major artists that signed and spent a good chunk of his career releasing materials on Impulse Records. Sonny Rollins is another one who released most of his materials in the Impulse years via Impulse. There are a lot of others that stuck with Impulse for a lot of years. There are other artists like Charles Mingus, came on for a while, released an album or two, and then went elsewhere. There are other artists that never released anything on Impulse. One of the names that pops up here from the production end of things is Bob Thiele. Bob Thiele, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, was one of the guiding principles of Impulse Records. He did not found Impulse Records. He came in shortly after. He's one of the ones who built the early relationships with some of these artists that Impulse was able to maintain after he left. And, you know, if you're a small label, build relationships with the artists that record with you. True for Blue Note, which is a much bigger label than Impulse. True for ECM. True for ACT, which is a European jazz label. And you kind of know what you're going to get when you see a new release from Impulse Records. This is a great book. You'll hear stories about the artists. You'll hear stories about the label. You'll hear stories about the production team. You'll hear stories about the relationships that are built and how they are developed and nurtured. You'll hear stories about the artists that come and go. And you'll hear stories specifically, I think there are 36 albums that are highlighted, and there are several pages about each one. You'll see a page like this, which is in gray, and this is about John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman, Impulse AS40. So the S means that release was in stereo. There might have also been a mono release of it. 40 means it's the 40th release on Impulse, produced by Bob Thiele. And this will be a rundown of that specific album and how it came about. It is signed by Ashley Kahn. It was signed to Dick. I have no idea who Dick is. It says, thanks for being a repeat offender. Keep the flame burning. I don't know if he knew Dick or Dick just said he bought some of his other books before. He may have known Dick. I don't know. Nice signed copy. Another thing that's nice about this is at the back, there is a listing of all the albums from 1961, from number 1, The Great Kai and JJ, which is a wonderful album that I bought. Also in the Acoustic Sound series. I haven't yet opened it and listened to it on this, although I have streamed it numerous times. When I bought this book, I purchased a number of albums in the list here that I wanted to have on vinyl. And eventually I would like to have all of them that are listed here up to 1977. The last year that he covers in this book. That is not the last year of Impulse Records, but it's the last that he covers here. So in 1977, the year 1977, we have Carnival by John Handy, The Other Village Vanguard Tapes, John Coltrane, The Joy of Sax, Sonny Chris, White Room, Jimmy Ponder, African Violet, Blue Mitchell, Music, Let's Be Me, Les McCann, Master, Grady Tate, Baya Blue, Keith Jarrett, First Meditations, Keith Jarrett, Change, 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 live at the Roxy, Les McCann. I don't know that I have any of those. I might have the Keith Jarretts. Now, one of the things that Bob Thiele and Impulse did is they allowed their artists to freely experiment, and I use the word freely intentionally, because the free jazz movement, it was experimental. It was not commercial in any sense of the word, but Impulse allowed the free jazz artists to do whatever they wanted. And there are a lot of titles in the Impulse catalog that are free jazz. Labels like Columbia and Atlantic were much more commercially oriented, and they were perfectly willing to go the fusion route with artists like Miles Davis, because that was an avenue that was commercially productive for them, and they were not going to be as free and easy with free jazz. Smaller labels were much more open to free jazz. It was a smaller audience, and they were willing to sell to a smaller audience. Ashley Kahn dives into a good discussion of free jazz in here. So if you're interested in free jazz, you'll find some titles here that you probably are familiar with, maybe some that you aren't. Just as a final note, please, if you made it this far, hit like and subscribe. And always remember, be kind to one another. We share this planet. We have to live with each other. Enjoy the joy of music that it brings and share it with your friends. And thank you for watching. Hello and welcome back to Music with Mascots. I have with me Minou the Cat, and I'm wearing my jazz hat. She's purring, so she's happy, but she also wants to go somewhere else, which she will in a minute. All three dogs are at the beauty parlor today, so she says, "Let me go." She's looking around. She may decide to curl up in my lap. She may not. No, she's going somewhere.